state, files, and persistence what actually survives a restart. Up to now, everything we've discussed has been about execution, processes, isolation, containers. Now we turn to something more dangerous, state that outlives execution. Most backend incidents are not caused by code crashes, they are caused by bad state surviving a restart. So the first question to ask about any backend system is not, how does it run, but what survives when it stops? At the most basic level, persistence begins with files. A file is not a configuration. It is not a database. It is simply a named sequence of bytes that the operating system promises not to forget. Files are organized by a file system which provides structure, directories, naming, paths, and access control, permissions, and ownership. This matters because the file system is the lowest common denominator of persistence. Databases store files. Logs are files. Container images are files. Even cloud-native abstractions eventually hit the file system. Now let's talk about a critical confusion. Not all persistent data is the same. There are three very different categories that engineers constantly mix up: configuration values that control behavior without changing code, persistent state data that represents long-lived system truth, users, balances, records, operational history logs, what happened, in what order over time. When these are mixed, systems become fragile. Configuration baked into images becomes unchangeable. State written to local disk disappears on redeploy. Logs treated as data stores become unmanageable. A truly senior backend engineer can always answer where configuration lives, where state lives, where history lives. Now consider restarts. Processes die all the time. Containers restart. Nodes are replaced. If your system only works when processes never die, it is already broken. Persistence defines what the system remembers. Everything else is temporary. This is also where stateless services are misunderstood. Stateless does not mean no data. It means the service does not own the data between requests. Statelessness is not an absence of persistence. It is a delegation of persistence. That delegation is what enables scaling, restarts, and safe deployment. Mental models, what must stick. Persistence defines what survives failure. Files are the foundation of all persistence. Configuration, state, and logs are different and must be separated. Processes are disposable, state is not. Statelessness is about ownership, not emptiness. Common senior level failure pattern. It works as long as the container doesn't restart. That sentence means the system is already unsafe. If a restart breaks correctness, persistence boundaries are wrong. Why this matters for workflow. Workflow is about change. Change inevitably involves restarts, redeployments, rollbacks. If persistence is not cleanly separated, rollback becomes dangerous, hotfixes corrupt state, deployments become irreversible. A safe workflow assumes processes are ephemeral and state is durable.